Ignoring the early warning signs in your home often leads to five-figure repair bills and severe structural rot. If you wait until you physically see the wood rotting, the damage is already done. The real danger is currently hiding right behind your baseboards. This illustrates a principle called the stack effect. As warm air escapes through your roof, it creates a vacuum that pulls makeup air upward from the lowest point of the house. Because of this draft, up to 50% of first-floor air originates from the crawlspace. This continuously pumps humid air and biological contaminants directly into your living room through floor registers, baseboard gaps, and plumbing penetrations. You do not need to put on coveralls and crawl into the dirt to find out what is going on down there. A 4-step interior diagnostic sweep can reveal exactly what is happening beneath your floor. Step 1 is an inspection of the air. Get down near your floor registers and baseboards to perform a level-by-level sniff test, comparing the scent on the first floor to the rooms upstairs. Actively growing mold consumes wood and paper, releasing gaseous byproducts called microbial volatile organic compounds, or MVOCs. This graphic shows the difference between common odors. Normal soil releases a compound called geosmin, which has a mild, earthy scent. In contrast, MVOCs produce pungent, sour odors that smell like vinegar or a wet gym bag. You can also test the HVAC cycle. A sudden burst of that sour odor right when the air conditioning kicks on proves that your return ducts are leaking and pulling in contaminated air from the crawlspace. Odor serves as a biological warning system. If you notice a musty smell that is intense on the first floor that fades as you walk upstairs, it indicates that microbial activity is likely occurring beneath your feet. Step 2 is a physical check of the building materials. Walk through high-traffic areas barefoot to check for springy floorboards or unnatural cold spots. When fiberglass insulation absorbs moisture, it gets heavy and loses its loft. Eventually, the weight causes it to sag and drop out from between the floor joists onto the dirt floor. This creates a thermal bridge. The barrier between the cold, damp earth and your living space is gone, leaving the floors above uncomfortably cold and drafty. Next, take a flashlight and shine it at a low angle across your hardwood floors. Look along the edges for bubbling baseboard paint and warped wood. This diagram shows a process called cupping. As moisture wicks into the subfloor from below, it causes the edges of the floorboards to rise higher than the center. Cold spots and cupped floors provide physical proof that moisture has breached the structural envelope and is actively altering the building materials. Step 3 moves into the data phase using an inexpensive wireless digital hygrometer. You do not need to go deep into the crawlspace. Simply open the access hatch and place the sensor just an inch inside. In a healthy environment, the relative humidity should stay between 40 and 50%. This dashboard shows a critical threshold. A sensor that consistently reads above 60% relative humidity indicates that the environment can sustain wood decay fungi. You can also perform a DIY moisture test by taping a 2x2 foot clear plastic square to the lowest concrete or hard floor in your home. If water droplets form on the underside of the plastic within 24 hours, it proves vapor is pushing up from the foundation. Gathering these numbers removes the guesswork. It provides a set of specific measurements that can be handed to a professional to determine the scope of a repair. The final diagnostic sweep covers the home's interior perimeter, starting with your window panes early in the morning. Heavy condensation on multiple windows is rarely a glass failure. Instead, it shows that unmanaged soil vapor is overwhelming the home's humidity capacity. Check the utility penetrations under your sinks for dark stains or soft wood. The gaps around plumbing pipes act like mini chimneys, rapidly funneling damp crawlspace air directly into the cabinet space. A systemic moisture problem will leave physical markers in the house if you know exactly where the air is flowing. You have successfully built a comprehensive moisture profile of your home without ever having to crawl into the dirt. If your floors are flat, your humidity is under 50%, and there are no odors, your system is stable. Your only required action is maintaining your exterior drainage. But if your collected data crosses these critical thresholds, aggressive wood decay fungi are likely already consuming the home's structural framing. Store-bought air fresheners only mask the harmful MVOCs. Solving the root problem requires taking this data to a professional to address the moisture source and schedule an encapsulation. Stop guessing and start testing so you can take back control of your home's air quality and structural integrity.